Stormproof matches. We know that they burn underwater, and we know that they're supposed to be windproof, but just how windproof are they? So I took my leaf blower and I set the throttle to maximum, and I tried to light the match in the wind. My leaf blower has a wind speed rating of over 200 miles an hour, and as we can see here, it actually does burn, although it doesn't flame. At 25% throttle, we can see that it does flame up a little bit, which is good. Now, these matches are impressive and definitely should be something that we keep in our bags. But what about a real world scenario?
Okay, so this is a little on the extreme side of things. It's January 3rd. I don't know how cold the water is. I'm gonna measure it after I get finished with this. So this is to simulate a real world scenario. You're cold. I'm soaked all the way up. This water feels at least in the 40s. Alright, so the matches, now the entire thing is soaked. They're in my pocket. Now I need to know if they're still going to function and get me a fire lit. I'm in a t-shirt. It's 45 degrees outside and I'm in 40 degrees or colder water. Let's go. Oh, wow. Did not take long for me to lose sensation in my body. So, here's our problem. Our box is falling apart. That striker's not going to work anymore. Our bag is full of water. Now, the matches are supposed to be waterproof. Now, something that it does come with is this. This is a little striker in a sealed plastic bag. Now, trying to collect my breath. Being cold. These strikers will not work when they're cold, or when they're cold. I'm cold. These strikers will not work when they're wet. So this box is useless now. That's why they include this. Problem is, this isn't going to work if it's raining hard. Now it's only sprinkling right now, so I'll be alright. And it comes with two. And if your hands are wet like mine, you want to be as careful as you can about not touching the striking surface, because everything that gets wet on there is not going to strike the match. So hold it on the edges just like this, here. And my kindling is there. Okay. So, oh. I'm getting sparks, but I'm not getting light. There we go. There we go. I'm not getting flame. There's no flame. I'm gonna try again. Oh no. These things don't seem to like lighting after they've already been wet. Ah. Might have it that time. while I'm getting this going, let's talk about the problems that I have with that. And there's a few. Watch my beard. One problem is that, yes, they are waterproof, and yes, they will operate in wind. But the problem is that while waterproof matches are actively wet, they will not function like they're supposed to. As you could see, it was not striking a flame. It was just burning up the shaft. And I had to use that many matches to get anywhere. Look at the steam rolling off of me. Guys, if you have never lit a fire in the rain before, I really encourage you, put on your rain gear, go out there and practice. Practice, practice, practice. It is very tedious. It takes a long time. Much longer than it otherwise would. Now, not to get away from the subject of the video, but I want to emphasize that. So, these matches, they're great, but just like anything similar to it, the best thing is to let it dry out first. Let it dry out, and then it'll actually flame. The biggest problem that I was having is, even though it was striking with the other striker that it came with, that was already in a sealed package, it wasn't flaming up. It was just smoldering all underneath the coating all the way up the stick. And I guess technically it lives up to its name, will burn in the environment. But the problem is, I kind of need it to flame up when it's wet. So, who is this by? UCO and everybody else who manufactures stuff like that. Take that into mind. It does not work that well when it's wet. Alright guys, so before I wrap up this video, I want to preface to say that I didn't go all the way underneath the water because I'm doing this alone, and I want to make sure that I did it as safely as possible. You really shouldn't replicate the kind of stuff that I do or other people do for these videos. In this case, it's extremely dangerous, and you really have to know what you're doing to stay safe. And in this case, I didn't trust actually throwing myself in the water without somebody being here, because things can go wrong, and when they go wrong fast. It doesn't change the fact that the water was cold. That doesn't change the fact that I was submerged almost to my neck. There was a very strong amount of cold shock there, trust me. So, to end the video, I like these. I do advise people keep them. They're pretty cool. They're really wind resistant, which a lot of other fire starting methods are not. And these do burn really hot when they do flame up. They're definitely something you want to keep in our kit. And for only about $2.50, maybe $3, depending on where you're at, it's you just keep it in your kit. Keep a set of them in your kit. Excuse me. But you should try and keep all of your fire starting materials in a waterproof container, because these matches almost failed me with them being actively wet. And if their strikers get wet, it's over. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you haven't already, hit the bell icon down below. You'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Oh, did I just realize it's January 3rd? Happy New Year's, everybody. See you guys in my next one.